what's up? Got another pickups video. First up, we got Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. This is, well, it was originally a PS4 exclusive. It was a digital download. And then I guess Microsoft Studios recently bought the studio and they re-released it on Xbox and Switch. Actually, Switch just recently, but this game's awesome. I'm glad it got a physical release. Basically, you're a Celtic warrior named Senua. It's a trippy game. She suffers from psychosis, so she has all sorts of like delusions and fights a bunch of things that aren't actually there, and it's a trip. I actually did a review on it a couple years ago when it first came out. It's arguably my worst video, and I've made some pretty bad ones. But yeah, honestly, this is a fantastic hack and slash game. It actually plays a lot like God of War, but before the new God of War. So yeah, definitely check this out. It's badass. For pre-ordering it, actually, I got this. I don't know if you can tell what that is. It's a Crash air freshener. Apparently, it smells like Wampa fruit. I'm never gonna open it because I don't want to. I don't know. It's a cool little collectible, and I don't want to ruin it. But apparently, it smells like Wampa fruit. So whatever that smells like. And then for picking it up, I actually got this Crash Tiki bobblehead. Kinda. There you go. You can see it. Kind of cool. But got CTR. Unbelievably hard, a lot harder than I remember. Actually, I had the original on my PS3 downloaded, and it is not as hard as this is, for sure. But this one, the main thing is just got to drift. But I love how you can customize your characters. It's got all the original maps and a bunch of new ones and a bunch of stuff from the other one, which I never played. But yeah, this is fantastic. My main problem though, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a huge nick in the art. I was super bummed. They wouldn't let me change it out because nobody had any used copies. Usually GameStop's pretty cool. They'll let you swap stuff out. But the one I go to is cool. Like whenever you pre-order, you always get stuff. But yeah, really fun. I need to get PS Plus again so I can actually play online. But I really like it. Next up, I don't see this one around too much. I know I'm one of the few people that seem to have paid attention to this release, but Far Cry 3 or is it Demastered? No, it's Classic Edition. It's basically a port of Far Cry 3. It plays better. Far Cry 3 is easily the best Far Cry game ever, in my opinion, and I'd say easily in my top 5 favorite games of all time. I love Far Cry 3. It's so beyond badass. I love it so much. It's great. It's got the most likable bad guy probably ever. It's trippy. I like when you do like drug trips and shit. It's really cool. I love this game. Next up, so apparently this was a GameStop exclusive, or it still is. It was developed by Rooster Teeth, which I didn't even know that till a couple weeks ago. So that was a trip. But Bendy and the Ink Machine. Apparently it's like a old like Disney horror game. It's a trip. But it says only a GameStop in the corner. But I've seen that at almost every Walmart I've gone to, so I don't know if they did a business deal with them too or what, but this was an exclusive for a long time. I haven't played it yet, but I've heard it's a pretty decent little horror game. Pretty cheap. I think I only paid $20 for it. But I just wanted to pick this up before GameStop goes out of business, because who knows how hard it's going to be to find in the future. So main reason I picked it up, I usually would have waited till it was like $10, but I don't know how much longer GameStop's going to be around, to be honest with you. I'd be surprised if they're around in 2 years, which it really sucks to say, but it's pretty true. Next up, on a less depressing note, we got Trover Saves the Universe, which is created by the co-creator of Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland. This is awesome. You don't need PlayStation VR to work it. My favorite thing was when I was buying it, it was like right as soon as I got paid, I went right to GameStop. And the girl there was like arguing with me, like not arguing, but she was trying to like get me not to buy it because I don't have a VR headset. And I was like, you don't need it. Like I've seen a bunch of reviews. I literally just saw the guy that created it, talking about the fact that you don't need to play it on, and it's almost funner that way. But yeah, and then I don't know. This game is awesome though. I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's basically a platformer, but it's also a hack and slash game. It's really funny if you love Rick and Morty. It's incredibly vulgar. If you've seen some of my older videos, I pretty much said the F word every other word. I'm trying to get better about that. But yeah, Trover Saves the Universe is badass. Definitely check it out. But you can also censor it too if you want to hear that. If you got kids in the house or whatever, you can always switch it off. And it's kind of funnier that way. It bleeps everything. And it goes off the rails quick. It's almost like everything was ad-libbed in it. It's just, he goes crazy. It's hilarious. Next up, going on the VR. Okay, so I still don't have a VR headset. I think I'll get one here in a few months, but it was $10, so I had to get it. Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. Insanely cool from what I've seen. It's basically the closest we'll get to a House of the Dead game on VR, seemingly. I really wish they'd port Scarlet Dawn, but until then, we got Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. It's awesome looking. Next up, a lot of people seem to not know that this is actually a prequel to Until Dawn. It's called The Inpatient. I got this also for $10. It's only VR, so that's the only way you can play that. It looks really cool. I've heard there's lots of cool twists and turns. And the last one I got is actually a GameStop exclusive, and you don't need VR to play it, and it's a horror game. Home Sweet Home. I got this for Home Sweet Home. I'm sure if you watch like Funhouse, they've done a video on it. A couple other bigger channels have done it. It looks really cool. It's like you're walking around a house and there's this crazy ghost lady that stabs you. You can't fight back. You have to hide like an Outlast. But the main reason I got it was because you can't find this game anywhere. People on eBay are selling it for like up to $50, $60. Don't be stupid like that. Don't pay that, please. Don't let the scalpers get you. You can find these at GameStop for pretty cheap. I got this brand new for $20. Like, come on. But no, it's really cool. You don't need a headset. Don't let scalpers get you, but definitely pick it up. It's very hard to find. My entire state, I looked at all the GameStop locations, and apparently there's only like 4 in New Mexico, which is a trip. But really happy to get into this. I'll probably stream this around October, so we can all have fun with that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. There's one quick thing. I recently found a channel called Bearded Viking Gamer. The dude is really cool. He does very similar stuff to me. So if you like what I do, definitely give him a check out. He's got less subscribers than me, which kind of blows my mind because he's actually way better at this than I am. And I don't know, definitely give him a shout out or check him out. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll check you guys out later.